Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to showcase my new version of N'Zoth Paladin built for the post-nerf Kobolds and Catacombs metagame. Obviously, as the nerfs are really fresh at the time I'm recording this, there can still be developments in the metagame, but I'm quite confident that Control Paladin is in a much better position now than it used to be. On the first day of the new meta I was able to play 15 wins and 5 losses with this deck, so 75% win rate, including beating both of the Cubelocks that I faced. Control Paladin is also traditionally pretty good against aggro, so when you're facing stuff like Secret Mages and Murloc Paladins, then you have a pretty decent chance to take those on. On the other hand, if you face Kingsbane Rogues, Big Priests, those are matchups where you can really struggle. So we'll see how prominent of a place they will have in the meta before we can completely evaluate on how viable Control Paladin is. So, how does this particular build of Control Paladin function? The real key card in the early game is Call to Arms. Call to Arms is just such a good card. I highly recommend playing it in all Paladin archetypes at the moment. Pulling those 3 minions, you generally suffer a little bit in card draw when you're playing Control Paladin, but Call to Arms draws 3 cards, so that's quite awesome. Also in this N'Zoth build, I'm filling some of those 2 slots with loot hoarders. So Call to Arms draws 3 cards, and in some cases those cards draw even more cards for you. That means that this is not a fatigue deck. Fatigue is not really a win condition playing this deck. You have to win with minion and weapon pressure before the game goes to fatigue. Other than that, it's a fairly defensive build like Control Paladin builds are. There's Peacekeepers to take away attack from your opponents. Please remember when using Peacekeeper that the opponent can silence the minion back to original stats, or Cubelock can still cube the minion and get back full statted minions. So Peacekeeper is just a temporary measure, and it's not always a good idea to leave that one attack minion on the board, even though it seems to be a fairly low value threat at that moment. Then there's Stonehill Defenders, which are great also because they allow you to get some of those really sweet Paladin taunt minions, extra copies of Tyrion, extra copies of Tarim. Those can be really powerful. A Stonehill Defender can help you defend in the early game, as can Wicked Flame Burn Bristle, which is also a great target for a Spikerid Steed, so you can get some of that lifesteal going on. The standard Control Paladin board clears apply, so equality is the key piece. You can use equality together with a Wild Pyromancer, or you can use it together with a Consecration to achieve board clear either on just one side of the board or on both sides of the board. Sunkeeper Tarim gives you some defensive power, and together with Call to Arms it can also buff those really small minions into more respectable size. And then there are the big damage dealers in this deck. There's the Lich King, there's Tyrion Fordring, and there's Uther of the Ebon Blade. I originally used to run Ragnaros Lightlord as healing and damage, but I found Uther to be slightly better, also because of the improved hero power, which even though this is not an OTK build, it still presents that little bit of an additional threat. Finally, there's of course N'Zoth the Corruptor, which brings back all of your Death Rattle minions. So there are 6 Death Rattle minions in this deck. So in the best case scenario you get Tyrion, you get Cairn, you get 2 Beetles, and you get 2 Loot Hoarders. And if you have managed to pick up something else from the Stonehill Defender, then that's something that might possibly come out as well. I think the deck feels pretty good. If there are some considerations that I have about it, well, one Spellbreaker seems to be a good deck choice, but maybe there's need to play more tech cards at some point. I've been considering cutting one Spikerid Steed maybe, and maybe you can also consider cutting Cairn if you really need a slot. Cairn has been average performer, but it's one of those better Death Rattle minions, so I'm a bit reluctant to cut it. The main tech card that you could think of would be the Skulking Geist, which would improve matchups against Jade Druid, against Kingsbane Rogue. But it really depends on where the meta is going to be headed, or maybe you need weapon removal, for example. Maybe you want to put in a Harrison. Harrison would be good for this deck because it has card draw in it as well, so you might consider cutting Cairn, cutting a Steed, putting in Skulking Geist, putting in Harrison, if the meta that you're facing is something that warrants those changes. But overall, it's a deck that I have been having a lot of fun with, and it's definitely more viable now in the post-nerf meta than it was before in Kobolds and Catacombs. So that's quite enjoyable. As always, I've prepared a bunch of gameplay material for you. And remember, if you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now let's go take a look at some N'Zoth Control Paladin gameplay. More Druid. Oh, it's an Aggro Druid. How spectacular. We're meeting an actual real-life Aggro Druid. Post-nerfs. We have Call to Arms. Call to Arms is the card that is supposed to carry me in this matchup. Will it really? I don't know yet. I guess I'll take the hit here. Just in case I want to consecrate, maybe. I probably don't. But we'll see what happens. Alright, now it's the Call to Arms time. What can I find? Rat and a pair of loot hoarders. Okay. I think I'm killing that one minion here. Let's leave him with fewer minions on the board. At least I get some card draw. I have equality, so my odds of finding a Pyromancer are greatly improved. Oh, the post-nerf patches, look at it, it's so cute. Look at that, it's so cute. Call to Arms again. What if I pull both of my Pyromancers? Can he push through to kill them? Can. Then the equality doesn't do as much. I could also play Call to Arms equality next turn. Am I guaranteed a Pyromancer? Not quite. There are 2 Pyromancers. But I think Call to Arms equality next turn actually seems pretty good. Let's equip the Rallying Blade. And see what happens. I'm almost guaranteed a Pyromancer. I'm expecting him to buff this board now. Evolving Spores. Interesting. Well, luckily there's no more mana. Those are 2 draws for Pyro. Yes, I know. But next turn I'm guaranteed to be able to use all of that, because I have a 6 mana. Oh, but this Pyro, this is a sweet Pyro. Now I don't have to... I do have to use the equality. Then I can do Call to Arms next turn. He might have a living mana, of course, but I can't leave a board full of Windfury minions up now, can I? No, it has to be Pyro equality. We could save Pyro. Well, let's play the Beetle. So I have a Rat and Beetle in the Call to Arms now. Alright. And just the equality. Yeah. That doesn't do nearly as much. So I have the Rat and Beetle over here. Let's pull the Rat and Beetle. And the Peacekeeper, that fellow. He might silence it. So I think I still want to start hitting it. Just so that it goes lower on health. Because he could silence it back to 8 attack.
Your magic shall not save.
Okay, now it's back to 8 attack, but it's down to 3 health. So it still can't do wonders now, can it? Ooh, a Sunkeeper. A wild Sunkeeper appears. Yes, thank you, I think we'll take it. Before the living mana. I'll kill one of them. I can sacrifice a beetle to kill another. Alright, alright. We're rolling.
Well played. I can see.
Yay! Because N'Zoth is one of the key drivers in many slow decks. Yeah, there's Control Mage. Tic Tac played a Control Mage with N'Zoth too. So all sorts of control decks can use N'Zoth. Actually, I have no idea what kind of warrior I'm playing against. What kind of warrior do people even play now? Is it still just Pirate Warrior? I simply don't know. It is just Pirate Warrior. Okay. I think I go in with the rat now. Deny a weapon. Nice. I like Aggro Control. I don't want to play Cubelock. Well, the other control-ish Warlock deck is the Control Warlock, which plays N'Zoth. The slower build. That was a really early Prince, though. So this could be trouble. Okay. Well, now that I drew Equality, I probably don't want to play Consecration on this board yet. Let's just go with the Stonehill Defender. Tarim for all his big things. Will there be big things? I guess we're picking Tarim. And just start chipping away at his minions. That will pull the patches. It's scary even without charge. So I guess I need to spend one Consecration here on this board. Yeah, let's deny the pirate synergies. Three health. I'd rather keep the 2. I think 2 attack is better here than 3 health. Alright. So we got rid of Patches. We got rid of First Mate. What can he have in his hand when he's not playing anything? That's what I wonder. That's what I really don't know. Another Tarim? Is there a point where there are too many Tarims? Or can Wicker Flame do? There are never too many Tarims. There are never too many Tarims. There's no such thing as too many Tarims. We've already seen the Firefly and the First Mate and the Patches. We've seen the smallest stuff he has. The rest of the stuff is bigger. Yeah, it runs the Spiteful package. So then we start Tariming the heck out of this. Here comes Tarim number 1. Let's draw a card with that one. This one can just go. That one goes face. Alright. Yeah, I think we're just Tariming all the way through this game. I can feel another Tarim approaching. Actually, can I? And I could simply Consecrate. Trade and trade. Have enough mana left over to play Wicker Flame. Do I want to save for Conk Equality over Pyro Equality? Because he has weapons. So I want to have taunts of my own. My Consecration is probably fine. Trade there. Trade here. I guess I dropped the Wicker Flame. I could have played Woodhorde the Beetle with the coin, but I might also use coin with the Pyro.
Luckily, Peter
So I guess this one's getting the silence treatment. Nah, it's getting the Ultra treatment.
The light's justice has failed. All by my
Let's just hit it in the face.
light 'em up!
Alright. There's still the spell stones, there's still all the weapon buffs are still there, and the Arcanite Reapers are still there. So this is not quite done yet. Even though it's looking pretty good. That's spellstone number 1. Probably going to get Exodia off. We'll see, we'll see. So Spiteful Summoners are gone. But with hero power or...
The end draws near.
Yeah, we just go with hero power, Tarim.
Was merely a setback.
And kill off everything again. I like hit and play all small guys so you can Tarim next turn for value. Yeah. I'm not sure whether that matters too much. Oh, he's trading. That's interesting. I think I want to keep rolling these hero powers out here. They're pretty annoying. I could have hit face, actually. That would have set up lethal. Yeah, I probably needed to hit face. It's not like I'm at great risk when I'm at 30. But I guess whether it takes one turn more doesn't really matter. He still has some cards, but yeah. He got to play double summoner, he got to play a spellstone. Still hasn't dealt any damage. Being forced to kill a horseman is so annoying. Yes. Yes, it is. It is very, very annoying. That's why I use the hero power over playing the beetle. He could play another spellstone here. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is lethal on board, so it doesn't really matter. I think I take this kind of a little bit of a defensive hand here. I think this is a secret mage, but it could be something else. We're about to find out. Found the Call to Arms, that's really sweet. Probably need to go with Beetle over the Loot Horde. Slightly more annoying. Doesn't give me a card draw. Could have perhaps went with the Loot Horde too.
We have many secrets.
That's a secret mage, alright. Let's change that fellow's attack to 1. Okay, so it's a counter spell. But he could have another counter spell in hand. And because of that, I don't want to spend the coin yet. That does give him the possibility to play a Medivh's Valet. But I might want to spend coin on the counter spell next turn.
I'm late. I'm late.
In order to play Call to Arms. Call to Arms pulls... Well, there's still 5/5 to deal with my stuff. Still need to Call to Arms. I think still Call to Arms is still the play here. Let's play the coin into the counter spell. Then I can get the Call to Arms off. Pulling 1 red seems fine. Do I take this one out? Or this one out? I think I take this one out. This should be okay. I mean, he can hit and ping and trade and stuff. Yeah, Akshay. The nerfs are here. And we're playing Control Paladin. Because why not? He could have another counter spell in hand. There were a couple of cards that have been in the hand for a while. Well, that's not another counter spell. So now he will kill the Pyromancer. And I can just silence the Mana Worm, right? Do I even have to do that? What do I do if I don't silence the Mana Worm? But if I silence the Mana Worm and trade here, I only have a 4/3 on the board. He can easily get rid of that. Does it bother me? Can't Peacekeeper and silence. I could Peacekeeper and trade. And play Loot Horde. Then the Mana Worm gets to hit face. Do I care? Let's Peacekeeper and trade that one away. And play a Loot Horde. I think this is fine. I'm still at 30. I'm actually at 33 because I have the Beetle. Of course he might have a counter spell this turn. Next turn I can play like Burn Bristle and Defender. Ooh, the Glyph can be really good though. The Glyph can give him all sorts of resources, especially area of effect damage. But does he go for the face? He has 2 Glyphs. Well, I guess that Mana Worm is going to go face then. There's enough Glyphs. But it just pushes 5 to face. That's not very strong. And now I can kill it. So I actually don't even mind this. Yeah, that's completely fine. Let's grab a Righteous Protector, I believe. Good with Tarim. Good with Steed. Alright, trade on board. Couple of turns away from playing Tyrion. Tyrion is good to play into Explosive Runes. Your secret just took away my Divine Shield. Ooh, silence effects. And another secret. So is that a counter spell now? Or is it the runes? I think I'll just drop the equality there. I think runes is much more likely than counter spell. And with this I can just trade away the entire board. The card in hand should be Pyro. Could be, could be. Do I play minions this turn is the next question. I think I do. Rat would mean that I don't take any damage. It does pull the minion as well though. I think I'm going to Loot Horde first. Ooh, it's actually an ice block. I think I'll go with this setup. So he has an ice block up. Could it be a spellbender? Would someone actually take in a spellbender here? Why do you ping that one to give me a card? It could be a spellbender. But now I know at least that it's not an entity or anything like that, so I'm free to play Tyrion. And we take another win. Could be a combo priest. I might need the Spellbreaker. Actually, I just realized this is technically the last time we rank 10. Yes, it will, it will. Never going below rank 5 again. You can go to rank 5 if you lose your first game of the season, then you immediately drop from 4 to 5. So that's going to happen like 40% of the time. Sadly, Big Priest is back. Yeah, that one too. So yeah, it could be a Big Priest. Hating Potion of Madness. Potion of Madness can really hurt this deck too. Denies me death rattles and stuff. And obviously all the big minions. Okay, Shadow Visions on 2 should be Big Priest, right? Well, it could still be a combo priest. Can I play so is to farm dust on all servers now? Yeah, I suppose. I'm going in with the Icar Flame. I think I want some minions on the board. He kept 2 cards and he has the coin, so it's coin barns now if it's big priest. Are you telling me he has coin barns? Come on. Seriously. Yeah, that sucks when he has that. So not that one yet. Right. Then we're playing the Call to Arms. This board is a little bit weak to all sorts of board clears. I was already contemplating coining something. Okay, that's a big priest. I don't think I can beat a big priest, right? I wanted a Tarim from that, but I couldn't find one. But I get another try. But he has 2 spell stones, he has all the resurrect. I don't think I can beat a big priest with this deck. I believe I'm going to run out of resources. Out of removal. Okay, so Shadow Essence with the coin.
Tonight, a tale of long lost words.
That's at least good for me. I whiff again. Why do I do this? Investitorum from N'Zoth isn't even that great. I think I'm picking up another Wicker Flame here. Can I find some Tarims, please? No, whiff again. No. 3 tries. No Tarims or Tyrians. Or even Grime Street Protectors. Ouch. That was painful. If I trade, I play around, what? Another Shadow Word Horror. No, I think I'm hitting face. Really on point. I didn't play around that. I thought it was extremely unlikely for him to have a second copy of Shadow Word Horror when he has only 10 cards deep into his deck. That was just extremely unlikely. Well, now with those Shadow Word Horrors out of the way, let's roll in again. See what happens next. This time a little bit better roll. Going all Potion of Madness on me. Alright, alright. Those Lich King cards. They can be so annoying. That's my Tarim, but now I have only 1 Tarim. I hate having only 1 Tarim. I probably need to consecrate instead of playing Tyrion, right? I know Lich King is in the deck. But if he has Servitude, he can just resurrect the Lich King next turn again. Silence and more Smork. That's not the answer. I don't have enough reach here. Let's play Tyrion. I think I'll trade away the Lich King, to be honest. I think I do. Let's leave just 1 minion. He could have like double Eternal Servitude here, resurrect 2 Lich Kings. Oh no, not the Shadow Reaper! It kills my Tyrion. It also kills his boss. Ha. Oh, I would love to Uther. But I think I need to milk more value from this weapon. This hand though. Yeah, just keep hitting face. That's the plan. I want to play something on the board. Not the greatest board of all time. Now he can play the statue. He can also play that. So I need to use a consecration. It's fine. I think I wanted to make it follow the rules too. But now 5 of my damage was spent here. And I mean, he has double greater healing potion. So it's not like he's going to run out of health anytime soon. Dragon Fire potions are there. More and more Lich Kings are coming. Alongside the statues. Do you think Razabri still has decent potential? Probably not. Probably not anymore. Also Shadowed Pains and Deaths, and he just has so much stuff. And I can't play the Sunkeeper. I could play the Peacekeeper. If I steal this, then he can Shadowed Pain it. I could also skip this Peacekeeper for now. I could also Peacekeeper this one. I think that's what I'm going for, actually. Let's kill the Lich King again. Let's try this. Luke, anything new going on in Hearthstone today? Yes. Yes, there is new on Hearthstone today. There is the nerfs which are live. So things are really moving in Hearthstone. We're in a new meta. But I can't be the big priest with this deck, I think. Unfortunately, the meta is not quite as comforting as I hoped it would be. That death rattle triggers first, so no, it doesn't. Why didn't that trigger first? No, he steals a minion. He stole my cairn. Hey, I liked that cairn. Why did you steal it? That's a perfectly fine cairn. There's no way I can take him to fatigue because I have only 6 cards in my deck and he has 15. So, but he has also 2 greater healing potions, so I actually don't have any real win condition here. I don't think I can do Exodia, because he can just kill everything with Void Form. Big Priest looks really strong now post-nerf. Maybe Saxmeister. I haven't really thought about it. Most of my decks beat Big Priest. But not all of them do. Just casually deathcoiling my face because he had nothing else to do. Well, I suppose this is a N'Zoth turn then. I haven't found a single equality yet. Both equalities are in the bottom 5. Yeah, there's 2 equalities in the bottom 5 now. Well, I'm well happy with the nerfs. Yes, yes I am. I think they're going to be make for some really interesting new gameplay. I think we N'Zoth. Not like I can do a whole lot else. But he still has another Dragonfire potion. Then he has Psychic Screams, but Psychic Scream giving me cards into my deck, that's not too bad. I don't think I have a win condition for this game. I really don't think there is one. Okay, there is one. Equality top deck. Are you kidding me? 2 equalities in the bottom 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's draw equality. Two equalities in the bottom 3. Let's draw equality. Let's not get an equality then.
Your magic shall not save you. The time has come. Hold on my hand.
I don't need an equality. I'm keeping just the loot hoard. Trying to find the card draw. Hopefully not giving the card draw away again. Loot Hoarder can be a liability against Priest. I was expecting to face a lot of Spiteful Priest, against which is not a liability because Spiteful Priest cannot steal it. Well, they could steal it with Mind Control. But that's not really what they want to do now, is it? You're defining the new meta right there. Well, not really. Not really. Combination of luck and other people not playing the tier 1 decks that they are used to can sometimes give the appearance. I managed to play 3 games with this before the stream, which was also before the nerfs, because the nerfs came out afterwards. And I went 2-1 in those games. I was able to beat the Cubelock. What did I can't remember the other 2 games.
Once upon a time.
More Dragon Priests. That's the thing now. Does he have Potion of Madness?
Burn.
I can play a Potion of Madness by not using my hero power. I think I'll do that. But I still wanted to leave this up so that I have up to 5 damage if he plays like a Dark Reaper or something here. So how is this versus Cubelock? I've only played 1. I won that game. But pretty difficult to say because I've only played against 1 Cubelock so far. Buff Balloted Legend never works. Yeah, it really doesn't work. Really doesn't work. Let's see what we can build. Oh, this was a pretty bad pull. There was a Loot Horde and 2 Beetles there, but I pulled both Pyromancers and they just died to a Duskbreaker. So that's not very nice. Stonehill on the other hand is nice. I like Stonehill Defenders. I like Tyrians too. Let's grab some more Tyrians. I need more Tyrians in my life. He has a lot of cards in hand. A lot of resources. Still another couple of turns before I can start playing some big stuff. Is that fellow a little bit early? Maybe not. So what's the plan here? Too bad to always have to be afraid of OTK. Still has the Potions of Madness left. Well, this one pulls the Beetles and the Loot Horde. Do I just equality the sport to wipe these minions and then play my Call to Arms? He still has Potion of Madness left, so he can steal my draw. I think that's still the play. Let's equality and trade away the minions. And pull some more minions from my deck, so that I get closer to the next equality. That Potion of Madness though, the rat is dangerous right now. There's the Potion of Madness. Well, he is not saving it for the OTK, I guess that's a positive. More and more dragons. Time to play a Twilight Drake. With that kind of a hand. Should be. Then there's the potential for... No.
Secret agent coming through.
Oh, it's just a simple agent. Well, simple agent 2 could be dangerous.
Put your faith in the light.
Let's play a Tyrion here.
Job done.
You can of course have a Shadow Word Death for the Tyrion. Interesting times, and that was a discovered dragon in operative. So he has one more discovered dragon in hand, and then there's the original dragon in hand. Oh, nice Mass Dispel. Problem is there's no Shadow Word Death though. There's not enough mana to go for an OTK here. So that's another piece of good news. But yeah, Mass Dispel 2 clearly indicates an OTK priest. Because you don't run a Mass Dispel in other forms really.
Let the pain speak to me.
That's interesting. I probably want to kill the dragon. Do I just want to play another Tyrion? I can buff up this one for card draw. But I don't want to use a silence effect on this yet. I could of course play Uther. Or I could hit here instead. Then play another Tyrion. I'm at 29. This one is currently down to 4 health. He heals it up to 6. Yeah, I think I'll take down the card draw here. I'll play another Tyrion. Let's try this approach. But yeah, playing against OTK deck is always interesting, to say the least. Always the risk of dying. And he still has one potion of madness left, so Dirty Red is a liability. But even if he plays Shadow Word Death, heals this, plays double Divine Spirit, that still doesn't quite do it. Ooh, the Acolyte. Oh, that was a nice play.
Secret agent coming through.
Very nice, very nice. I didn't know he was playing the Acolyte. I didn't see that last game. So that's awkward now. Now if he can buff this to 24-24 and he has this, then that's 29 damage. And that was a really sweet play with the Potion of Madness. Really sweet one. I didn't know he had the Acolyte. I didn't see that last game, so I didn't expect that. I guess I probably should have. Can I give him credit for seeing that play? Yeah, it was a nice play.
The light's justice has failed.
I probably need to do this. So he can have 29. So he doesn't quite have lethal. Unless he can discover additional... Well, he can have lethal. Because he still has the Cabal Talon Priest in the deck. Yeah, he can buff this to more than 24-24. Yeah, Cabal Talon Priest, then double Divine Spirit, Inner Fire. Oh! Or an Alexstrasza. Oh, yeah, that works. That definitely works too. That was pretty sweet. So I need to play Dirty Red Equality Consecration, right? Let's grab some of the dragons from his hand. Got just a Radiant Elemental. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but hey. Whatever. Okay. So I barely survived that, and now there's no more equalities. Not so easy to play around tokens from Historian. Yes, that Alexstrasza was a good one. But I have Spellbreaker and I have Peacekeeper. So I still have ways to fight the... No, are you kidding me? He stole my Tyrion, he stole my Loot Hoarder, and he stole N'Zoth. That's pretty sweet. Wow. Well, that was pretty sweet. What can you even say to that? Wow. Nah, it's lethal. I guess I'm saying it's lethal. I don't know what I was thinking. I was scared for a while there, until I realized that he's actually so low that he dies. I think this will be painful. I have beaten Cubelock with this deck, but it's not very easy. And I definitely don't want Dirty Rat to come from anywhere except for Call to Arms. Not against this deck. It could also be a Control Warlock, in which case I will die to fatigue. But we'll see. I could Dirty Rat the Azari. He might not be able to burn my deck. So far no indication of what kind of Warlock this is. And Mixture is actually getting to deal more damage. Actually getting to deal more damage than it heals. That's rare. He also had 2 Mortal Coils, very conveniently. Those were good Mortal Coils. He's just going through his deck. Yay, we found a card. We found a playable card. Well, he had a Mountain Giant. That's pretty good. Does he also have a Silence there? No equality. Call to Arms pulls. It can still pull pretty much anything. If it pulls double Pyro and I don't find an equality. I mean, I could coin Tarim to kill the Giant. I think that's actually what I need to do. I need to coin the Tarim. This way I can kill the Giant, so he can't cube the Giant. Because I still don't know if this is Cubelock or Control Lock. It's Cubelock. So he can cube the Doom Gods then. Was Tarim in the deck before? No, Crassius, it wasn't in the deck yesterday. I added it. Most definitely a recent addition. If I Call to Arms here... I'm trying to figure out what made deck this effective. I added a little bit more defense, Wicker Flame, and Tarim. And I changed healing to the Uther instead of Light Lord. And I added more card draw with the Loot Hoarder. But Crassius, the nerfs came live. Corridor Creeper's gone, Bone Mare's gone, Patches is gone. Everything that I lost to yesterday is gone. That made the deck effective. I'm worried about the Pyromancer low rolls. But I think I need to Call to Arms, and hope I don't pull Pyromancers. Game is interesting to play again. Well, it's definitely better. But this is the new meta tyrant. The Cubelock. Just watch, he plays Defile, and after that he is going to cube the Doom God, so he pushes 15 damage to face this turn. Just watch him do it. Actually, he can't cube it this turn. He can cube it, but he can't pop the cube, so I get to silence the cube. Actually, I think that was a terrible misplay from him. I'm completely fine with this.
Out of my jungle.
Extra Tyrians. Yeah, mind if I do.
This one will be very useful.
It's a Void Lord, but I'm not afraid of Void Lords. I'm afraid of Doom Gods. And that cube, that was just bad.
Yes. Oh, yes. They'll serve me now.
That's quite a few Tyrians now, isn't it? Well, if he has another cube available, I guess that would be bad. He can also have silence.
Put your faith in the light.
I think I just have to put my faith in the light. Didn't have demons in hand, so this one pulls Doom God or Void Lord 50-50, because he didn't have any in hand. It pulls Void Lord. Okay, that's good. Didn't get the Charger yet. And he hasn't had it in hand yet. That's also good. And he could Hellfire. I don't mind this. Oh, but that will pull the Doom God. So Doom God pull guaranteed for next turn. What do I want to do about that? He probably runs Silence in that deck. You got second Tyrion from Stonehill. Yes, I did. More Doom Gods are coming. I haven't found any Equalities or any Pyromancers or any Consecrations. All 6 cards are in the bottom 13. I have to get card draw going. I just have to get some card draw here. I just have to get some card draw here. The Doom Gods are coming, and that's a problem. You think something should be done to Warlock? Well, Doom Gods Battlecry Gain Charge, they intentionally printed the Skull, and they printed the Pact. Oh, he top decked the Doom God. So he gets the Doom God next turn from the Skull. Wow, that's really interesting. But I can pull the Doom God with the Dirty Rat. Possibly, anyway. Oh, this is so interesting right now. Can I get the Doom God? I get just Taldaram. So I didn't get Doom God, I didn't get Cube.
Hey, give me that.
I want this fellow to die right now. And I can play around Silence too. I can steed the Bane here. So then I will have a taunt next turn. Okay. But he will get the... Oh, he doesn't get the Doom God because his board was full. Oh, this is getting even more hilarious, actually. I didn't even think about that. Steed into Doom God. He didn't get the Doom God because his board was full. So that card is the Doom God. But he couldn't quite get it. He can have another... Well, he has another cube in the deck. Next turn the Doom God is going to come out. Would weapon proc before Doom God? So I have to play the N'Zoth this turn. Doomsayer, sorry. Oh, the Doomsayer.
Burn.
There is a method to my madness.
I'm actually not sure. Maybe I should have left room for the Doom God to get on the board. I really don't know. Yes, now I understand what you mean. And I really don't know. I mean, by now he should have Cube and Pact in hand. So he can build a few Doom Gods here. He also has Faceless Manipulator.
Almost out of time.
What? No cubes? No, I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Burn.
Well, he plays Gul'dan next turn. We can take that for granted, right?
Put your faith in the light.
Tyrion should be able to answer anything there. So now he plays Gul'dan. He gets some Void Lords, Void Walkers, Doom Guards.
Put your faith in the light.
Oh. That can also happen. Nah, maybe I didn't need to play Tyrion. Why do you kill yourself? Oh, he has the Dark Pact, of course. But he still killed himself. Now he lives. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. Next turn he plays the Gul'dan. I could play the Rallying Blade to give Tyrion +1/+1. Then Tyrion can kill any Doom Gods that attack it. That's actually a good idea, I think.
Burn.
So I hit him in the face. Then I will play the Rallying Blade. So that Tyrion can kill Doom Gods. And then... I guess I still play the Stonehill Defender out too. And why not a Gastropod? Both Defiles are gone, both Hellfires are gone. Gastropod is fine here. I think I've got this. Is there a way for me to kill him here? No, because I can't get through the Void Lord, right? I can get through the Void Lord. I equality first. Then I can attack one of the 1/1s into the Void Lord. And then I can play the Consecration. And then I can attack another one of the 1/1s into the Void Walker. And then I can hit face. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.